Wow, I love so much when my audio settings just get changed back to normal. It's the best, in fact. Love it. Love that for me so much. Um, but enough about me. What are we doing today? So, we are continuing on with day 15 of our uh charity stream for Games of Gaza, where we play through all 256 games for Gaza in support of medical aid for Palestinians. We are at $350, which is a really great amount. Thank you all so much for all your support so far. Um, but how we're raising money is we are looking at all 256 of the items inside of that itch.io bundle, which is unfortunately no longer available for purchase, but it is still an easy way to look at all of the games inside, and highly recommend that you take a little look sometime. And if anything seems good to you, I absolutely implore that you give it a try yourself. Buy it, support the developers, and run the game for yourself. We'll be giving each game about 30 minutes worth of playtime. Um, but if you'd like to see us play a game for longer, then please go ahead and donate $5 to the charity for an additional 30 minutes, up to a maximum of 2 hours. Especially today, I am going to note that there might just be there might be some games that I'm not going to want to extend. And in that case, like, I'll give you like a rain check. I'll write down your name and I'll make sure that like you get to use your time sometime else. But why specifically today, especially, is because it is November 20th, aka Trans Remembrance Day, which is basically just a day to remember all of our trans comrades who were killed, essentially, either directly by other people or through a society that does not care much about them. So, with that in mind, I have picked out a couple of games. Some of the games today are going to be about the trans experience. Some are just going to be like, I needed something to fill the air so that it is not 2 hours of like just misery for me. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a couple of games in here that I'm just like, if people go like, yeah, I want you to play more of this, I'm just gonna say like, no, sorry, I will write your name down and you can pick a different game later. But some of these games I'm just not going to play a lot of them. Um, so based on what happened on Friday, I'm going to do my best to stop before things get really bad, but um, unfortunately, I am just the kind of person who gets things into my brain and it's hard for me to get them out. So I don't want to end early again, but it might happen because the subject matter that we're dealing with today is pretty heavy. So just keep that in mind, and thank you so much for all your patience. So with that in mind, we're starting off with Do Not Lie Down, Do Not Roll Over, made by Barclay Travis for Trans Fucking Rage Jam. You can probably see why I picked this one. So let's go ahead and deploy the calming jazz, which will hopefully help us stay grounded for this. So let's go ahead and learn how to play this one. Do not lie down. Do not roll over. The people in your life do not see you how you are. You know this because you experience it every day. Each time you interact with someone, it is a gamble whether or not they see you the way you see yourself. They will never truly understand, but sometimes they will try. Only sometimes. This is a game about how far you get into knowing someone before their true colors are shown. You can use this to represent any form of betrayal or breaking of trust, but it is about being misgendered by someone you like, someone you love even. For that reason, you should be playing with that in mind, but no one will stop you from using it as catharsis for some other emotions. The game ends when you roll a 20, or when the emotions are too strong for you to handle on your own. At this point, destroy the paper you've been using to play. If you're playing digitally, delete the document, permanently. If you're playing physically, tear it up, shred it, burn it, do whatever you need to destroy it. Let the rage and destruction exist. They are healthy. Here we go. Play the game before it plays you. Roll the listed dice. On the highest possible number, answer the questions and move on to the next. Roll a d4. Starting off strong with a 1. I just want to make sure that I can see my dice on here. Yeah, I'll zoom in a little bit. Hang on. Sorry, I'm using a more unusual layout because this one's written on landscape paper as opposed to portrait, which is what I've been used to so far. I forgot to change the name of the game too. Good job, mate. Okay. So, fix that. Let's see what we've got. If at any point you roll a number that is not the highest possible on the die, answer these questions and start from the beginning again with an entirely new person. I was just struggling to think how familiar I was supposed to be with this person, but this, at a D4 level, this is just supposed to be someone I've just run into on the street. Essentially. Sire. Whoops. All right. Here we go again. Oh boy. I know it might seem glib to say, but this is gonna feel like Bennett Foddy's, which, yeah, you know what? Saying that out loud, that felt like extremely like, oh, you're making light of this, but no. Oh, I can already see I'm gonna hate this one. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, we're gonna probably breeze past this one, just because I can already tell this one's going to get real rough. So let's read out the questions, and then you can kind of see how this game works without me, like, fucking up the first die over and over again. But yeah, I guess it feels like glib to describe it like such, but it really does feel like a Bennett Foddy's kind of situation where you have to keep rolling and rolling and rolling the first dice to get somebody who doesn't misgender you at the start, and then once you get to know them a little bit better, you have to hope that you roll another 6, and then a d8, and then a d12, or sorry, then a d10, then a d12, and finally a d20. Which is what, 4 times 6 times 8 times... You know what? I'm gonna do the odds. 4 times 6 times 8 times 10 times 12 times 20. 460,800 out of a 1 in 460,800. So good luck getting through this game. I don't think you're intended to, but you know, if you are, you're very lucky. So let's read the questions, let's read the closing statement, and then I will quickly talk about stuff. So, roll a d4. On a 4, answer the following questions. So remember that rolling the highest number possible in the dice is considered a success, and you get to move on to the next die. How did you meet this person? What made you click right away? Roll a d6. On a 6, answer the following questions. What did this person do that made you laugh? What did you tell this person about your gender? On an 8, answer the following question. Roll a d8. On the 8 following, answer the following questions. What did this person do that made you trust them? How did your bond grow stronger? Roll a d10. On a 10, answer the following questions. What secret did you tell them? What are some things you associate closely with them? Roll a d12. On a 12, answer the following question. How long have you two known each other now? What is your favorite thing about them? Roll a d20. If it's a 20, end the game. They have never misgendered you as far as you know. Anger is draining. When you finish playing, and after you've destroyed all remains of this game, other than the ones in your head, treat yourself. Relax. Go get yourself some good food. Buy that game you've been wanting forever. Drink some water. You don't need permission to do these things, but it's helpful in the worst of times. Take care of yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. So, yeah, you can see this does a pretty good job. And it's rough. And I'm very thankful for all of my very supportive friends who are always there for me. And I really appreciate them for doing their best to support me. But yeah, this is not a game that I recommend you play unless you just really like being frustrated, or really want to experience a little bit of frustration about playing the minefield of who is going to misgender you today. It's not fun. But I think I'm going to be okay this time around. But I think we're definitely going to go ahead and stop it there. Because I think if I tried to go a full 30 minutes of this game, it would end like Friday. So let's take a quick second to load up the next game, which was a game we were originally going to play on Friday, before everything got up to be a bit too much. But we're gonna give it another try tonight. Should be a nice break from all the really heavy stuff, and then we'll move back into heavy stuff. Yippee. You okay? I'm fine. This is just another game that had some heavy subject matter, so I'm not going to give it a full 30 minutes, but I'm okay, thanks. But I will be right back. Alrighty. So this is one we were originally going to do last week on Friday, but unfortunately I had to end stream a little bit early. So let's go ahead and redo this one. So, Firefly, Show Me My Way by Lynn M. Meyer. Introduction. Firefly, Show Me My Way is a cozy little solo journeying game about finding your way home on a dark night with the help of some friendly fireflies. There are no right or wrong answers. Wherever the prompts take you, the goal is to relax, enjoy a bit of quiet time with nature, and maybe learn a few things about these amazing little creatures that light up the night. When the game begins, you discover that you've gotten lost, and night is falling fast. How to play. All you need are a few things. Something to write with, one 4-sided die, or a digital die roller. Which, thankfully, let me just go ahead and reach into my bag of dice. Ta-da! And a sense of wonder. On each page, you'll find prompts. Some are open-ended and ask you to use your imagination. Others have a short table of possible answers. For those, roll a 4-sided dice to select an answer, or simply choose whatever one speaks to you. Answer each prompt until the fireflies lead you home and your journey is completed. Fun facts. At the bottom of each page, you can find a little fun fact about fireflies. Each of these is included to provide a bit of insight and context to the prompt. Begin your journey. Decide how old you are. You might be a child version of yourself, your actual age, or someone even much older. Will be our actual age. What is my actual age? You'll have to go back to a previous VOD to find that one out. Now, describe your environment. Most fireflies live at the margins of where forest or field meet water. What kind of water source is nearby? Are you home, on vacation? What is home today? Let's go ahead and let the dice decide. 4. A river. Aralea, thank you so much for the raid. How was Super Mario RPG? Hope you had a great time with that. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Stroke of the Magpie Treasure and VTuber, and today we are playing through some more games for Gaza in support of medical aid for Palestinians. We're playing through all 256... Oops. Playing through all 256 games in this bundle. Although, we're not going to get through all 256 games in 1 month, which is... it's not happening. But if you like the current game, and you'd like to see more of it, every $5 donated is an additional 30 minutes of time, up to a maximum of 2 hours. There are some games, especially today, that I'm going to put a hard cap on, and say that, like, I won't be extending the playtime of some of them because today is Trans Day of Remembrance, and I have picked out a couple of games that are either explicitly trans or have some trans themes in them. So, and some of them might get quite heavy. Some of them are also just games that I meant to play earlier and I didn't get around to it. Hope stream is going well. It's going pretty good. I hope your time with Super Mario is really good. I did. Shout it. Yes, I did. Wonderful. And hope to see you. I'll see about scheduling you for some of the games that you've signed up for this week. We'll see about that. I am currently not in planning mode, so we'll get to it when we get to it. Anyway, we are currently playing Firefly, Show Me My Way. Just decided that our body of water is a river, and now we need to decide what is home. Come back here, dice. That is a 3. You're a camper using a tent. Wonderful. And what brings you to this place? Or you wanted to commune with nature. Did you know? There are more than 2,000 species of firefly worldwide. Fireflies are found all over the world on every continent except Antarctica. And despite the name, they are not flies at all, but beetles. Neat. You look up from what you were doing and realize you've lost track of time, and lost track of the trail to get home. You weren't planning to be out this long, and now it's getting dark. You have no light source and no way to contact home. Why is this? Let's find out. 4. You intentionally left your phone at home so you wouldn't be disturbed. What's the sky like tonight? It is clear and gorgeous, with stars everywhere, but no moon. Did you know? Firefly light shows are mating acts. Each species has a specific light pattern that they use to communicate with each other. Firefly populations are threatened by light pollution. Outdoor lights prevent fireflies from seeing each other's flashes. It makes it hard for fireflies to find a Soroka and Sumo and a Sunday. Oh. Artless is eating well. Good to see you, Art. Hope you're doing well. Also, hello, Ocean. Sorry, you came in during the raid. I missed you there. Hope you're doing well, too. You look around, trying to decide what to do next and thinking about how you got here. Earlier today, you did something nice for nature, and nature noticed. What was it? A 3. Stayed on established trails so you wouldn't cause damage to the flora. Thankfully, that is not something I do normally just today. I am very good about not going off of trails. One by one, flickers of light begin to appear in the darkness. At first, you take no special note of the display beyond its beauty. And it is beautiful. But as you watch, the bits of light glow more numerous and take shape before you. Fireflies are getting into formation, just for you. What color is the light? What shape do the fireflies make? A 2. Green. And what shape do the fireflies make? Let's find out. They make a sphere. The green sphere. Did you know? Fireflies' lights are the most efficient lights in the world. 100% of the energy from the chemical reaction goes to creating light rather than heat. By comparison, the average incandescent light bulb reduces 90% of its energy as heat and 10% as light. Which is why we don't use them very much anymore. The one exception I always remember is when we got an easy bake oven, and like I think at that time CFLs were starting to come onto the scene, but I think LEDs were still like pretty off. But yeah, like it like the easy bake oven works by cooking the food with a little incandescent light bulb. So that's pretty cool. Interesting that they say 100% of the energy from the chemical reaction goes towards light rather than heat. I feel like that it can't, like, unless I've like missed bits of thermodynamics, you can't make something 100% efficient. You can't make an energy transfer 100% efficient. But probably the amount of heat that they produce, either heat or sound or something, is so minimal that it's like, it's almost 100%. I wonder how much an LED does. LEDs must be pretty efficient, because I don't think they get very hot. The fireflies hover until they're sure that you have your attention, and then, still in formation, they fly off in a specific direction. Do you follow? Let's see. How much do we trust these fireflies? 2. Yes, but after some hesitation. Yeah, that sounds about right. If you don't follow, or if you try to go the wrong way, the Fireflies swoop around and do everything they can to convince you to change your mind. They refuse to leave until you agree to take their lead, and check, often make sure you're still with them. They move faster than you might expect, but slowly enough that you can keep up. Their brilliant glow offers just enough illumination that you are able to safely make your way along the path. As you make your journey, what sounds do you hear? Are there owls, wolves, rustling leaves? Coyotes yipping and yowling, crickets chirping. Those would probably be like the really loud ones. Hopefully the coyotes aren't too close. I don't know that they'd go out of their way to attack the fully grown human, but can't really say I want to find out. So, halfway through the trip, there's a moment when you start to worry because your Firefly guards disband their formation and leave. You pause and wait, and another formation appears. They've switched shifts. Roll again on the tables on the previous page to determine their color and what shape they make. Second shift of the night. Ooh, we got some yellow Fireflies. What formation? Okay. A 4. A square. My god. They've got angles now. I wonder if they... Do you think the Fireflies, like, intentionally swapped up their formation, or is it just like, oh shit, you know, we're getting pretty tired. I gotta call up the second shift of the night. Yeah, can you get over here? Make a formation. Yeah, just like the one we had. Yeah, don't worry about it. And the other Fireflies show up and we're like, what formation did they have? Like, did anybody? No. Probably a square. I don't know. Either way, I appreciate that they came to help me out. The next time the Fireflies leave, you look up and see that you are home, safe and sound. How do you say thank you to your guides? I'm thinking, like, what do Fireflies even eat? But you know what? Maybe instead of specifically, instead of, like, trying to do something specifically for the Fireflies, we'll just do more nice things for nature, like how we stayed on established trails. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to say that we made extra sure to clean up our campsite, focusing on making sure to absolutely extinguish our... making sure to actually extinguish our campfire, which is always important to do. especially with how dry everything has become in the last, like, 20 years. Because, don't go burning down, woods, please. Don't fucking smoke in the woods. Like, Jesus Christ. But let's read this last track, and then I'm going to take a quick break to respond to a text, and then we will keep moving on. Did you know fireflies help save lives? One of the chemicals in a firefly's tail is luciferase. Luciferase is used for many things, including detecting blood clots, tracking the efficiency of cancer medications, and even testing food safety. Do we farm fireflies for that? Do we produce it synthetically? I gotta look this up. It's a generic term for the class of oxidative enzymes that produce bioluminescence and is usually distinguished from a photoprotein. Luciferases are widely used in biotechnology for bioluminescence imaging, microscopy, as well as reporter genes, but for many of the same applications as fluorescent proteins. However, unlike fluorescent proteins, luciferases do not require an external light source, but do require addition of luciferin, the consumable substrate. Luciferases can be produced in the lab through genetic engineering. Okay. Luciferase genes can be synthesized and inserted into organisms or transfected into cells. As of 2002, mice, silkworms, and potatoes are just a few of the organisms that have already been engineered to produce the protein. Okay, so maybe we don't grind up a bunch of fireflies for luciferase. But I can't tell for sure. Maybe there are secretly firefly factories. Anyway, this is really cute. I guess I could have written a little bit more, but this one was definitely like a little bit on the shorter end as far as like what happens, or like you could definitely do more to fill in the blanks, and I wasn't really sure when I started like how much there would be, but this was cute. I actually, I did like this. It was, I could definitely see it in my mind. I apologize I wasn't able to bring it out on the screen for you in words or anything, but definitely a nice little thing of just imagining being out on a river in a near a campsite, probably just wandered off to go hang out in nature, and then remembered like, oh yeah, I left my phone at home, and then apparently I also didn't bring a flashlight or anything else. I guess the one time I left my backpack at the tent or something. Embarrassing blunder, but it's okay, because fireflies had our back. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll be back with our next game of the night. But don't go anywhere, because we'll be back within hopefully no more than like 3 minutes. See you soon. Okay, sorry about that. Was just in a call. Had to help somebody with some PC stuff. Little pro tip for everyone out there: never ever let yourself be known as the anybody who's interested in computers in the family, because then you are constantly called upon to fix computer stuff. Take it from me. Don't just say you like books or something. Anyway, uh, right now we are playing Growth, which is going to be another game uh, with some. You know what? I should go. Let me go read the content warning because they were many. Just so we're all in the know. Content warnings: ableism, ableist slurs, including the R slur, abuse, implied child sexual abuse, dysphoria, and transphobia. So those are pretty heavy, and if you need to not watch this, I completely understand. Um, so please keep that in mind. But with that, let's go ahead and begin. When you were little, they said you were fussy. That was code for difficult, you learned. And difficult was code for bad, you learned shortly after that. You were always a fast learner. You had to be. You had no choice. You had to look for things other people didn't. Curled lips, brows drawn together, flared nostrils, white knuckles, step back, eyes down. How do you smile? What's the muscle motion? That's not a smile, but it's close enough. Say it's okay. Say it's fine. Breathe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You aren't little anymore. But you never really got the chance to be. Childhoods were for good girls. You're such an old soul, they would tell you. You were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have never been young. An old soul. So mature for your age. 8. 8. 8 was the first time an adult man told you that you were mature for your age. That is never a good thing to hear, you soon learned. You were always a fast learner. This is part of growing up, they would tell you, time and again. They were wrong. You didn't learn fast enough. You couldn't learn fast enough. You didn't try hard enough. You didn't fight hard enough. You grew up too fast. But you were always too slow. Stupid, careless, window licker, special school bus rider. Retarded. It hurt. They would tell you not to be so sensitive. Nothing that you could do was ever enough. You always loved words. You collected them, admired them like pretty baubles in a jar, learned their meanings and considered them friends. You had one friend that was your age growing up. She was so bright, so beautiful, so full of life. You would do anything for her. Anything to see her smile. She had the most amazing laugh you'd ever heard. You loved her. You didn't have that word in your collection for a long time. There are some words that you don't like. You wish you didn't know them. Their existence is violent. You never wanted to hurt anyone. Some words are caltrops. You were always very good at jigsaws. They dig into your mind, and they won't let go. Any task, really, requiring pattern matching, minute attention, it brings you peace. But some words are caltrops, and sometimes you don't realize that they are for years. By the time you learn the word was violent, it is warmed into the very core of you. You've been told that eyes are the windows of the soul. It took you too many years to learn that just because something is said with a smile doesn't mean it's a compliment. Words are said by faces smiling like snarling animals, insisting you look into their eyes while they share their wisdom, their cruelty. You've been told that eyes are the windows of the soul. You don't like peeking into other people's houses. What you see is rarely good. But they make you look, and you learn. You were always so good at jigsaws. People aren't so different. You learn the pattern of their faces. You learned cause and effect. You learned how to be good, how to be compliant, how to be quiet, how to be obedient and small. You grew up too fast, but in many ways, you didn't grow up at all. Growing up was for good girls. You were not a good girl. You had to be protected. You were not a girl at all. Poor little who can't even tell the time. What good are you? Well, what good are you? Some words are violent. You wish you never had to hear them. Your stomach rumbles. It's 3:31 a.m. You are alone. You are safe. You are out. You are 22 years old, and your name is dead. You fought hard. You strangled it, then burned the body in the heart of the sun. You have planted a new one. But names take time to grow, and yours hasn't sprouted yet. To nurture a name, you need to nurture yourself. You get out of your chair. You go to the kitchen. You open the fridge. So many choices. You consider your options. Leftover lasagna, an omelet, ooh, cheese and mushroom, a salad with a single artisanally placed slice of ham, delicious. Lasagna. You've made enough for 3 whole days. Reverently, you withdrew the final slice from the top shelf of the fridge. You stare down at it, admiring the layering through the side of the clear plastic. But now, the ultimate dilemma. Do you eat this masterpiece, hot or cold? Uh, hot? Is there even a question? No. As good as cold lasagna is, there's nothing quite like warm bechamel that's had a while to absorb the flavors around it. You grate some fresh cheese down on top and slide that bad boy right into the microwave. Set that dial to 5 minutes with the intent to pull it out probably around 2:33. In the interim, you wait. Then, you sit there, in your chair, and you eat. At your own pace. And it's good. You're good. You always were. You are always very good at jigsaws. Cooking's not so different. You learned the patterns and recipes. Cause and effect. You learned, and what you make is good. Some words are violent. Some words are peaceful. They teach you new skills, things that require minute attention. They bring you peace, quiet, joy, love. You had a friend once. You haven't spoken to her in years. She's probably forgotten you, but you will never forget her smile. It made you feel like maybe you were worth loving. You try to love yourself, for her sake, for the sake of your new friends, many and wonderful, and for yourself as well. Some words are violent. The caltrops dig in, and they hurt. You don't know if they'll ever stop hurting, or if you can pull them out. But now, with time, distance, therapy, patience, and love, borrowed from the smiles of those around you and reflected back into the hollow space where a new heart is growing in your chest. A secret seed of a name yet to be discovered, nestled even within that, biding its time. Now, you can bear it. One day, you won't have to. Given enough time, a tree will grow around anything in its path. So will you. Just given enough time. You eat the food you made yourself. It is good. So are you. Good in the way that counts. You always deserve choices. You always will. Thank you for playing. Grow again. Ugh. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn off window capture. back to tabletop sim. Yeah, that was very good. I really appreciated that one. As much as, obviously, the heaviness of the subject matter, but it was good. And oh, like I said, some of these are pretty heavy, and they're going to affect me. But I think we'll go ahead and take a quick second to set up for the next thing, which is not going to be anything heavy. We're basically just going to look at a bunch of pictures again. And then we will move on to the final game of the night. So be back in a second. Alrighty, let's pop back on that lovely Hololive jazz, and let's go on to the next thing that we're doing tonight, which is the Digi-Minis Series 1. So this is another little, basically, asset pack that someone's drawn up, where it's just basically a bunch of little miniatures that you could use on tokens or anything like that, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at them. They've organized them into separate files, which in most cases would probably be pretty good, but in this case it just makes it a little bit more difficult for me to view them all, but that's okay. So we're going to start off with the Beasts folder, and this is Centaur 01. This is an angry looking individual. Looks like they have like scars all over their body, like they're a wizened centaur warrior, ready to square up and give you the centaur business. The centipede. For whatever reason, I'm immediately thinking of Vangers. With the centipede, that like Russian voxel driving game, which I didn't actually play. Someone gifted to me years ago, and I never actually played it, sorry. But I guess just the colorfulness and the orbiness reminded me of it. Second centipede. Christmas centipede. Or hungry caterpillar centipede. A third centipede, my god. We are spoiled for choice in centipedes. Red and black is a good combo. Ooh, speaking of Vangers, this is a color scheme of Vangers, alright. Light blue and light green. I've got something stuck in my teeth. That's just gonna drive me crazy. 1 second. Do I need the crowbar for this one? Nintendo's beacon is stiffen. A crowbar would be silly. No, it sounds exactly like what I... The mag lever, oh my goodness. Thanks so much, Ocean. Also good to see you, Fizz. Hope you feel better soon. Ooh. Now that's a good spider. Oh. What spider is it that has, like, the big red mark on its back? Is that a Black Widow? Black Widow? Excellent. I'm glad I remembered that tiny bit of spider facts that I know. That's a good spider. This is also a good spider. Ooh, we have a second Black Widow, but this time in purple. What is this? This is a merfolk. An angry merfolk. It's probably like, please get out of the water. Or maybe they just want you to stay forever. Maybe a bit of both. Oh, that's the end of the folder. Alright, time to swap. Merfolk after BP moves into their cove. I'm joining the war against merfolk on the side of the merfolk. Let's go undead. This one will be quick. Alright, close that window. And it's time for skeleton number... This is skeleton 5. I guess we're starting with skeleton 5. A good bone buddy. Skeleton 6. Looks kind of angry. Like, oh, I'm coming over there. If you're still over there, I'm gonna rattle your bones so fucking hard. The skeleton is like, whoa, 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 stop. Wait up, man. Don't do this. Don't rattle me bones. Oh, hell yes. Look at this skeleton sorcerer. Channeling the eldritch magics. This is a good sorcerer. This guy's fueled by rage. Ah. Skeleton barbarian. Please tell me someone's made a skeleton barbarian at some point in their lives. But this is also a very good sorcerer. But that's the end of the skeletons. Thinking about it, I probably could have moved them all into one thing, but I didn't. Hee hee. Now I've got constructs. This is a Duodrone 01. Looks like a perfectly serviceable robo-buddy. This is Duodrone 2. Running along. Gotta fulfill the robot orders. Duodrone 03. Unfortunately, looks like this Duodrone's getting attacked or something. Putting up its arm in defense. Someone wants to steal its parts. This is the Monodrone. Which I guess we're talking about the number of eyes, because it only has the one eye. But this fellow's got wings instead. Probably letting it fulfill a number of additional tasks. Very handy. Monodrone 02. Just imagine it carrying like a big box or something in those two hands. Flying away with it. Monodrone 03. Almost looks like it's meditating. That's the end of the Monodrone. Time to move on to the largest of the packs, the humanoids. Starting with the kobolds. That's a good kobold. That is a kobold who is just like, I just work here. Please just leave us be. An Asmar cleric. You can tell they're Asmar because they are literally radiant. And if you're not familiar with the Asmar is, that's a D&D thing, where they're like demigods or something, or they're like half human, half angel, if I remember correctly. Like, they're basically the opposite of tieflings, I think. But, almost looks like their spidey senses tingling. These are good Scrimblow's. They are. Big fan of them. Ooh. 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 This guy's a good fella. The Bullywug. Oh, I am a big fan of this guy. Angry fella. Oh, man. If I needed a new Discord avatar, I'd strongly consider the Bullywug. Is there a Bullywug 02? Yeah! Bullywug 02 with her little arches cap. Oh my god. I didn't know how they could improve on perfection, but they did. Incredible. A third Bullywug. Oh, you spoil me. Now in blue-green flavor. But also ready to square down and give you the business. Bullywug 04, which I think is that Bullywug? No, it's different color. This is like olive green Bullywug. Oh god, so many Bullywugs. We are truly being spoiled. Hello, Ray. Good to see you. I hope you are enjoying the Bullywugs. Got a nice bright green Bullywug. Oh, a Dragonborn Bard. Oh, that's adorable. Look at that. Look at that buddy. That buddy just wants to play the lute and sing you a nice song. probably also cast Vicious Mockery on you, but we're not gonna worry about that. A dwarf monk. Hell yes. This dwarf monk is also ready to square up. I want to see this dwarf monk fight a bullywug. I don't know who'd win. I think it'd be pretty close. An elf fighter. Extremely square elf. Extremely prim and proper. It is amazing how, despite everything else being kind of like round and stuff, they specifically went for like, how can we make an elf look as like tall and stick-like as possible? I know. Really thin rectangles. Elf wizard. I don't know if they are, but I'm choosing to assume that like they're wearing eyeglasses with a little bridge in between them, because wizards are nerds. Wizard is just like me. Sorry, Ray, I just insulted you, but like a little nerd who's like, no, stop. Love can bloom on the battlefield. Looks like glasses to me too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. These little wizard specs. A knoll. Oh my god, look at this knoll. That is a good knoll right there. That is a knoll ready to do some mischief. Knoll 2. Oh, angry knoll. That's a knoll that's like, I have had it up to here with you and you adventurers. Get the hell out of my cave. This is a gnome were-rat. Oh. This gnome were-rat just looks like really upset that you're there. Like, really? Really? You come into my store trying to sell me a bunch of, like, broken weapons? Really? He just cleaned that floor, and you brought in a ton of goblin blood, just like that. You tracked mud all over the floor. I cannot believe you. Gnome were-rat A. Oh, he's so mad. He's so mad at you. He's transformed into the were-rat. He is no longer cheesed to meet you. Goblin 01. Oh, yeah. An nice angry goblin who is ready to give you the business. Human fighter 01 has a crossbow. I'm not going to lie. I saw fighter and I'm like, melee weapons, but I mean, there is nothing saying a fighter cannot use ranged weapons primarily. They get proficiency with all simple and martial weapons. I don't know, I've just always thought of crossbows as like, yeah, these are the weapons that you give to people who aren't going to specialize in ranged combat. But I don't know, maybe. I don't know if it's specifically meant to be a hand crossbow or not. I did one day think of making a character that like dual-wielded hand crossbows. They carry a crossbow so you won't guess that they'll kick you. Oh my god, you're a genius. A fighter that specializes in unarmed combat. Really probably should have just gone to monk school instead, but they're committed now. Crossbows are people that just need to defend a place, not a main character. I mean, the big problem with crossbows is that they don't scale with, no, they do scale with dexterity. You can't add a strength bonus to them. Like, you can't get, like, compound crossbows. It's funny, too, because, like, there's so much favoritism for bows over crossbows. Like, crossbows, you have to take the rapid reloading and all that other stuff. But, you know what? Good on you, fighter, for sticking up for the the weapon type, the underdog weapon type. But yeah, I was thinking of a character that used like double hand crossbows, mostly because I wanted to dual wield pistols, but we were stuck in 3.5 D&D land, so there was like no guns for me to enjoy. So I was like, well, could I make something that like uses hand crossbows? The answer is no. Like, you could, but they would just be like really inefficient. Love my D4s of damage. Better hope that you have poison bolts or something. Human guard. Oh, yeah. This guard is very tired of adventurers causing trouble in town. It's like, oh my god. Well, I'm gonna have to go break up another fight again. Human Guard 02. I'm imagining, just by the way that this guard is licking up, that it's like, really? Really, Ezio Auditore is back jumping around on rooftops again in my city? He has vicious mockery on both guards. That's a nat 20. A humanoid assassin. Spooky, shadowy assassin figure. This is probably the person who's jumping across the rooftops, actually. He's so upset. He's so upset. He only had a bowl of cornmeal flake puffs this morning. Damn, understandable, maybe. Shadow Wizard Assassin Gang. We love assassinating heads of state. The humanoid assassin took the other half of that bowl of cornmeal flake puffs. Dastardly crime. That was a second humanoid assassin. Ready to give you the business. Oh my god, a third assassin. You are beset on all sides by cornmeal flake stealing scoundrels. Ooh, a human pirate. I like to imagine that this guy's like crouching down and like sticking his foot up to do like a slide across the floor, like he's doing some sort of like dance move, like he's gonna do that like slide and then like stand up next to the captain, because like the captain's like, "Arr, my boys, this lily-livered whelp is causing me trouble. I need me crew to back me up." And then this guy comes out and goes. To animate the humanoid pirate, you just flip the image repeatedly. Can I do that? Can I do that in Urfan view? Please tell me I can do this. I haven't touched Urfan view in a very long time. Image, vertical flip? Nope, not vertical flip. Horizontal flip, H. Yeah! Now this is streaming. This is peak content. Oh, Human Pirate 2. Oh, this one's even better. I wish I had known about the flipping sooner. Look at this. This is this guy's walk cycle. He just bounces back and forth, like crab walks up to you, like, uh-oh. I did not want to do a batch conversion. Yarr, me captain. I'm here to back you up. Allow me just to waddle my way over. Imagine him immediately scuttling towards you. Oh no. Crab battle. Crab battle. Ugh. This man so deals 2 damage per turn. Does. Oh, there's Human Pirate 03, who actually looks like... They actually look ready to attack you. They just look like they're out to kill you. He's a sword in the air at all times, yeah. But always catches it, yeah. Ooh. I know the bandana's a skull, but what if it was cow print? Oh my god, that'd be adorable. I mean, what is this guy wearing? Green with polka dot? Pirates that go move. Ah, it's Big Nose Johnson. Me lad that has a big nose on me pirate crew. Human pirate. 06. Oh, yes! Yes! Every single one of these files is animated to the Super Mario World ending theme. Yeah. This pirate looks like they are jogging up to meet you. They are sauntering over to you to give you the business. They are coming. Why aren't you running? Oops. They're coming. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? This is a human prisoner. Sucks for you, I guess, fella. Probably you got captured by those pirates. Oh, look at this wizard. I'm guessing these are meant to be like fire sparks, but I kind of thought they were butterflies. I just thought this was a butterfly wizard. Which, you know what? I'd appreciate. I don't know what a butterfly wizard would cast. I guess a lot of, like, illusion spells. Things like chromatic spray or whatever. Anything to, like, dazzle you, maybe. Maybe some, like, poison spells, too. Because depending on the butterfly, like, they have venom. Yeah, I could see it. Here's another human wizard who looks like they haven't slept for days, which, you know what? Mood. Looking back and forth, like, oh god, where did I leave my spell tome this time? Oh, a Tabaxi rogue. I like this. I like this fella. You see this fella coming at you down an alley, what do? You give him all you got. You can't compete with these moves. He's coming. He's coming. Could be arsenic considering caterpillars do love to dive in the poison. This is true. And that's the end of the Digi-Minis. Little meow meow. It is a little meow meow. Little, lovely little meow meow. So that is the end of that. There's one more game I want to show off today, which I didn't realize that at the time, but it's a sequel to a game we've already seen on this channel. So give me a minute and we will be right back with that. And also, say goodbye to the Hololive Jazz. Because we are going back to video game world that has its own music. hello. The Drifting Magpie pick is one of my favorites. I'd frame it in my 80s theme home. Uh, wow. It sounds like someone should open up a shop that offers people prints of their lovely art. Perhaps even other forms of merch, like putting it on a shirt. Wink, wink. That would be so good. I know, it would be truly amazing if I could get ocean art on merchandise to help support my wonderful artist friends. Do it already, I swear to God. Love you, Ocean. So, we're going to do our last game of the night, which is Devil Rebellion, aka Hustle Quest 2. I didn't notice this until I extracted the WinRAR file. But no, it actually is a sequel to Hustle Quest. And I checked and I was like, oh, it's actually by the Hustle Quest dev. And it turns out the Heartbreaker game, the visual novel about being like an anti-dating sim, was also written by them. So that's cool. Oh, that was great. Where can I get it on a t-shirt? Wow. I don't know. If only there was several sites available that you could do that on. Hustle Quest sequel, yeah. I don't know how, like, much... I don't know if it has, like, anything to do with the character from Hustle Quest 1. I think it might just be in the same universe. But, I'm going to start the game here in a second. It's got an intro that automatically plays when you launch the game, which I don't appreciate. I'm going to tell you right now. Please stop just, like, automatically going into, like, a track movies. Especially considering it was blasting at full volume. Hello, peeps. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are taking care of yourself on this fine evening. Let's go ahead and launch Devil Rebellion. And listen to the sweet intro. We don't care when you color. We don't care when you color me. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the race and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. Watch over there, it disappears. We lose it all and shed no tears. Behind the progress, behind our walls, we had it all and we want more. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. The future is out, we run out of time. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. We don't care when you got a name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the ways and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. So, quite the intro. Most of the intros put back in front of my AMVs back in like 2008. Yeah. The oh man, it's very nostalgic. That played once for free. There was a cool intro movie that played once for free major minis, so soon we get to see it. Ugh, that's always so annoying. Oh, and where the main cast assembles on the main screen. If this song gets me copyright claimed, I'm gonna be upset. Historia of Earth. Devil Rebellion is a story-focused RPG that also features difficult combat. Alright. Okay, not gonna lie, kind of wish you weren't still playing the the intro music. God damn it. Combat difficulty is high to encourage the player to think outside the box, look for alternative solutions, and explore all the options. All that being said, Explorer mode allows you to play through the game with abilities that more or less make you invincible. Soko tries to talk to us in the middle of a club. Thank you. Choose this mode if you want to enjoy the story, but have no interest in or unable to perform combat. Choosing Explorer mode will not affect the ending or story. I'll give it a shot. I won't activate Explorer mode. But this game is absolutely going to filter me. We revere as heroes those who build upon the foundations, those who follow in the shadows of great men, those who break the foundation and create a better world for all. We remember them as demon. But what is a demon? It is a creature who asks forbidden questions and lives for nothing but freedom. Cursed Blood, an oral tradition history of the Dark Elves, 1944. It's a Christian rock song. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Well, hopefully it doesn't get my VOD muted. Didn't see any claimed on YouTube. Cool. Where the hell am I? That sounds bad. Tremble in fear, humanoid. I, Exposian, the ultimate explainer, have taken control of your mind. I do not this right now. Or do you? Perhaps you've forgotten how to walk. Wait, what did you just do? I walked. You aren't supposed to know how to do that. It's fairly straightforward. Just have to, well, move. Can I go now? Well, yes, but I spent so much time preparing a full tutorial for you. It took me 5 spirit hours. That's one more hour than it would take in your work. But I suppose if you don't want to support independent spirits and think you're so much better than me, then use the Z button, by default, to select the option that lets you leave, if you dare. I'll take the tutorial. I know I'm going to regret this, but fine, I'll take your tutorial. You will? Of course you will. Your ignorance drives you to... Don't push it. Sorry. Presto explaino. Healing. Hera, challenge rank 8, skill check. Attempt. Failed. Exit. What was that? That's what we in the business call a skill check. You'll encounter a lot of those. They'll be your main form of interacting with the world. Your skills can be found in the menu, accessing by default through the escape key, or by pressing the K key by default. Once you leave, you'll have 5 points to spend however you wish. Each 2 points in a skill, say for lockpicking, unlocks new abilities and talents for you. For example, raising your steal skill will allow you to steal weapons and armor from abilities and enemies in the middle of combat. Locked into the bad end because we accepted the tutorial. RIP. Is 1 spirit hour 70 minutes, or spirit hour is always exactly 1 extra hour world more? 1 extra world hour more to be difficult. That's just how spirits are. Raising Arcana, meanwhile, will grant you access to spell casting. Further levels will increase your total amount of mana. Higher skills can also unlock new equipment for you. To use firearms, you need to have mechanics of 2, for example. Different skills will open different paths throughout your adventure, any of which can circumvent combat entirely. Oh, and also, welcome to the tutorial zone. You'll find copies of me around the area. Just talk to them and I'll explain what each thing does. When you're ready to leave, just head all the way to the right. Alright, let's do this. Stealing, skill check. Challenge rank 8, skill check. Attempt, failed. What was that? Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
In your adventure, you'll come across a variety of floating symbols. These symbols represent interactable objects of various types. To interact with them, just get up close and hit the Z key by default.
Depends on which spirit you ask, that too.
When you see ? Then the object provides lore or context. When you see an asterisk, that means the object has an effect on yourself or the world. These will typically reward items or skill checks. Sometimes you'll see an exclamation point. These are always related to quest progression. These typically disappear once their role in the quest is complete. New items obtained. When that message appears, it means you have obtained a new item. Items come in two types, consumables and key items. Key items are used in quests and cannot be dropped or sold. Consumables, meanwhile, can be used at any time by going into the items section of your menu. Just use the Z key, by default, to use your consumable once you selected it. You can also access the item menu by hitting the I key by default. New weapon obtained, new armor obtained. When that message appears, it means you obtained new weapons and or armor. Weapons and armor are restricted by character and skill, so beware of this before you go on a spending spree. You can equip different weapons and armors to your party members through the equip section of the screen. Use the Z key by default to select the character you want. Then select the slot you wish to change, and from there select you want to equip into that slot. You can also access the equip menu by hitting the U key by default. Quest updated. When that message appears, it means a quest you are on has progressed. You can check your active quests and the objectives in the journal section of the menu. Simply go down the menu and you'll see the quest details. You can gain more quest details by hitting the Z key, or on the quest you're interested in. You can also access the journal by hitting the J key. Damn, didn't actually give us anything. This is where I'll explain the basics of combat. I can also offer a training battle. Combat tutorial, please. Welcome to the combat tutorial. First, we'll go over the basic actions of combat. On your left, you'll see the action menu. Attack and guard are fairly straightforward. Magic is where all of your spells are stored, and where you can select spells during combat, like so. Spells decrease your mana. Mana will automatically recharge on its own, but it can also be restored through mana potions. To access potions, food, and other items during combat, go to the item menu. To find the item menu, scroll down in the action menu. Techniques are similar to spells, but instead of using mana, they use stamina. Stamina is gained by getting hit and hitting enemies. Observed. Stamina resets at the end of battle, so you should spend it whenever you get the chance. To see all of your character's techniques, spells, and skill-related abilities, go to the menu and select Spells/Techniques. When you get hit, you'll lose health. When Hera and all her party members run out of health, the game is over. Health doesn't regenerate, so be wary. Last but not least, we need to discuss the various weapons that Hera can use. Swords are straightforward damage dealers. Spears grant you a bonus to agility, but reduce your defense. Heavy weapons are the exact opposite. Gauntlets let you attack twice, but deal less damage than any other weapon options. Claws also have low base damage, but restore health with each attack. Daggers, meanwhile, grant you higher critical chance and have the backstab technique. Bows are powerful, but require 2 turns to use. You must use the aim technique before you can use the fire technique to inflict damage with a bow. Lastly, guns are the most powerful weapons in the game, but are exceedingly rare. They also require ammunition, which can be bought from vendors or found in the world. With that, we have finished the combat tutorial. Whenever you face a monster or beast you haven't met before, you'll unlock their codex entry. You can access the codex by accessing the menu and scrolling down to the codex option. Training battle. When you're finished, escape the battle to return to your tent. Okay, so we don't have anything about... Something about Soroka talking to the voice and saying codex when she feels like she's calling me in Metal Gear Solid. Snake! You must use the action button to open the codex. Using that, you will stop Metal Gear. Press the action button. There is nothing more powerful than friendship. Besides necromancy, but you don't have that yet, so you're stuck with friendship. Your friends have their own unique skills and perspectives. Their presence can make things easier or harder depending on the situation. You can have up to 3 party members with you. You can find some Bob illusions in the next room to see what I mean. Just interact with them like you would anything else. When you've had your fill of companionship, interact with the purple flame in the center of the room. Hi, I'm Bob. Your companions will always have something to say. Just ask them. Whenever this option appears, it means your party member has something important to say to you. It may even lead to quests. Okie dokie, just remember you can only have 3 party members. We have a Bob. For the stability of the dream, you must disband your party before venturing forth. To change out party members, you'll need to find an inn. All inns have this purple flame. Interacting with it will remove your party members and allow you to rebuild your party. Remember, you can only talk to your party members when they are not in your party. Remove all your party members. There are a number of merchants and vendors out in the world, some of which even trade in spellbooks. Spellbooks are critically important items as they allow you and any other magic-capable character to learn new spells. Make sure to keep an eye out for them. Thanks for just opening a menu that doesn't do anything. All but a few people in the world will have a steal option when you talk to them. Choosing this option will initiate a steal skill check. Success at the check will let you steal from that character. You can obtain a number of items this way, some of which may be crucial to quests. Oh, and don't worry about failing them. With rare few exceptions, people will just think you're being annoying if you're failing a steal check. Better luck next time. Whenever you're hurt, you should seek out doctors and healers. Some will heal you free of charge, but most will have some cost. Do you need healing? No. When you see X, then the area is a transition. Simply walk into the transition air zone to move on. Continue on this path, and I will no longer be able to aid you. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Farewell then, Hera Carter. I wish you luck in your battle against the demon. Wait, what? A boring, overly linear dream. Hera, you up there? Sounds like Dad's awake. Kinda early for him, though. Keep holding on the fort, Commander Ted. Alex keeps giving me these comics, but honestly, I just don't care for them. This sword's seen better days. Oh well, a blade's a blade. A rusty sword passed down through the Carter family. More ornament than weapon at this point. Ability to climb, jump, and parkour. Anti-aggro, hide, firearms training, explosives training, steel goal, steel armor, bow training, crossbow training, combat healing, that would probably be pretty good. What's the, dodge? Alright. Changes were saved. Looking good. Maybe I should get back to playing. Mom always loved it. Well, look who's finally up. A few more minutes and you would have missed breakfast, young lady. Sorry, I get held up with a tutorial dream. You know how it is. I don't. You're up early. You making a delivery? Yep. Bronze Angel ordered some more parts, so I'm taking an airship to Dragon's Hold in a few hours. Say, would you mind doing your old man a favor before I head out? Not at all. Sure thing. What do you need? Not much. I have 2 packages that need to be delivered here in town, but I don't have time to deliver them before the airship leaves. One's addressed to Miriam, probably her kid sending back more gold. The other's addressed to a guy named Kai. He's from out of town and he's staying in the Turner Inn. Should be easy to spot. Word has it he's a hellspawn like you. Miriam and Kai. Got it. Oh, and if you get the chance, could you pick up some more milk? I used the last of it on your cereal. Get milk? Sure, anything else? That's about it, but while you're out, could you keep your eyes open for Buster? He escaped again? You bet. Ran off in the middle of the night. You know this wouldn't happen if you kids just let me put a leash on him. To put a leash on Buster is to put a leash on freedom. You know, I'd probably be impressed if you weren't just quoting your 4-year-old self. She was wise beyond her years? I can't win with you girls. In any case, Buster's probably just rolling around in the mud somewhere. Still, your sister's getting worried, and I'd feel better if you didn't leave her like this. I'll keep an eye out. Thanks, Sarah. You're a good kid. Now get going. If you hurry, I might be able to kiss you goodbye. Gross, Dad. What? You loved that when you were 4. Even the wisest of people can make mistakes. Ouch. Later, Dad. I remember when Dad gave this to Mom. I'm surprised he kept it. If you see Alex, say hi to her for me. Can do. Wow. There is screen tearing that shows up on stream, but not on the game. Apologies for that. I guess that might be a doll that I just tried to talk to. Hey, Spitfire. Shh, not now. I'm trying to concentrate. On shapes? Didn't you already learn these? I'm not doing schoolwork, Hera. This is actually important. This is about Buster, right? Dad told me he's missing. Mm-hmm. I already spent all morning looking for him and didn't find anything, so I'm gonna make some posters. Good idea, but the drawing's a bit abstract, don't you think? It's eye-catching. Fair enough. If I see Buster, I'll send him your way. Thanks, Hera. Now, could you move? You're in my light. I am a dummy who didn't realize she was holding down the Z key the entire time. And I was like, why is it skipping through the dialogue so quickly? And it's my fault. We'll just skip through the dialogue. I'm still getting used to my, this keyword that I bought like a month or so ago. Where like, there's not a lot of clicking, because it's an optical switch, not a mechanical one. Anyway. Hera! Well, if it isn't the Herald of Dawn. Don't even start with that. I had 3 people trying to sacrifice goats to me on the way here. Really? I didn't know we had goats in Warden's Cliff. We don't. Oh. Huh. So, to change the subject, are you doing anything today? I have to deliver some packages for my dad, but then I should be free. Why? It's Mother Patient. She's calling me to the temple for something, probably more Herald crap. You know how she gets. I was hoping you could back me up on this one. I would, but I really do have to get these packages out. Trust me, I'm in no rush to see patients. I could tag along while you finish the deliveries. Sure. How can I say no to that? Let's go. Yes, thanks, Sarah. I really appreciate this. Alex has joined your party. New quest, The Virtue of Patience. Directions: West, Turner Inn, McGoblin's, North, Memorial Garden, Temple, East, General Store. While I'm out delivering packages, Dad asked if I could pick up some milk from the general store. It's not that expensive, but if I'm crafty, I might be able to get it for free. History claims that the first dairy farmers were human settlers in northern Krakenberg. But we have very little historical evidence of this beyond images, ancient writings, and a cryogenically preserved man from this era. Yet we all accept this idea as fact. Why? The truth is that this false dairy narrative has been pushed by Big Milk. Or should I say, Big Skeleton? The Bone Job, How Skeletons Secretly Rule the World, Deep Shadow, 2015. The things they don't want you to know. Parts of Parcel. Dad's leaving on another delivery and has asked me to clear up his backlog while he's getting ready to leave. The remainder package shall be in our house to the east and Turner Inn to the west. Lots of people underestimate couriers. Sure, they don't slay any dragons or draft any laws, but when you're trekking across half the known world to deliver vintage goblin erotica, you have to be pretty tough. On Couriers, pamphlet from the Krakenberg Express, 2013. The Virtue of Patience. Mother Patience has asked Alex for help with something. Alex, in turn, has asked me to help her. It is without question that our world is overflowing with deities. Each town tends to have its own unique pantheon, and official temples are massive structures that house thousands upon thousands of conflicting gods and faiths. Granted, many of these deities overlap. The number of fertility gods alone is staggering. But that doesn't really change just how many there are. And all of them, every single one, is demonstrably real. At the risk of blasphemy, one must ask the question, when is it too much? And what will happen when we reach this theoretical limit? Excerpt from Stairway to Heaven by Absalom Vanderberg, 1912. Delivering what now? Packages. Choose the general story. East. Is this the general store? No. Maybe it is. I don't know. Been hydrating? I've been doing my best. After reading all that, I'll give it another shot. Direction. Oh. I thought... I didn't notice the sign, so I was like, oh. This interact must be for the well. It's not. Morning, Turner. How's business? About the same. Just not many travelers coming this way anymore. Everyone wants to go to the capital or Trinity. Suppose I can't blame them, but it does put me in a spot. No, sorry, I shouldn't dump all that on you. What do you need? Our famous attraction, the Helpful Well. It yells out directions to you. Nobody knows who or why, but it does. Talk. Anyone interesting staying here? No more than usual. 2 hellspawns, then big shot in a suit, and a professor. He's out, though. Professor? Some kind of academic type, at least. Come to think of it, I think he might have been magic, too. Maybe we can trade notes. Are you Kai? Who wants to know? I have a package for you. Really? Well, I don't remember ordering anything. Well, the label has your name on it, so... Something's not right, Hera. Be careful. What's in it? You should know. You ordered it, right? Hera, get behind me. Listen close. You have 5 seconds to tell me what's in that thing, or else I'll... Hanzo, what are you doing? Kai, stay back! These chumps are... delivering the package I ordered. But you didn't... I don't really have to tell you everything. I do, brother. Do I? No, you don't. I apologize for my brother. He can be overprotective. Paranoid's more like. That too. I'll take my package now. The parcel remains in pristine condition. Most impressive. My regards to you, Miss Hera. Hera, I wish you well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a discussion with my brother regarding his banners. Pretty sure that Hanzo guy is staring daggers at us back there. We should leave before we find those daggers in our backs. Sup? Oh, hey, Demon Chick. Demon Chick, really? You've been here a year and that's the best you can do? Sure. I mean, what do you want me to use, your name? Yes, actually. Oh, well, sucks to be you. So what is exactly that you sell? You know, this, that, these. I was hoping for a little bit more something a little bit more descriptive. Well, you should have made that clear. It's like I tell everyone, I sell knickknacks, souvenirs from those ruins. You're telling me the hats and t-shirts are from the ruins? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Who cares? I give people what they want. It's not like lying about what I sell is a crime. Okay, but that's literally a crime. Wait, really? Oh, then you better not tell anyone. Hey Harold, you want to nick your knacks? Warden's Cliff Snow Globe. A leaking magic snow globe that barely resembles a town it's supposed to mimic. Completely useless. Tourist trap hat. A poorly made hat with the words Cardin's Will proudly printed on the front. A cheap t-shirt with a graphic of Warden's Cliff on the front. Just touching the shit rips a hole in it. I came to Warden's Cliff and all I got was this stupid shirt. I, don't think we're gonna bother. Need nuggies. Healing, you're sick. Success. Whatever is in those nuggies clearly isn't good for you. I need to get this out of your system. There, that should do it. Wowee! I feel amazing! Whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that. Well, since I'm not begging anymore, I don't need the stuff now. You can have it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to finish my novel. What just happened? Contrary to popular opinion, this weapon is mostly favored by average citizens as opposed to thieves. Good to know. O'Hara's a Hellspawn hero. Alex is a human paladin. Chosen One's blade, Chosen One's steel, Chosen One's splint mail. Why are you fighting on me on this, Jade? Because you're being a fool, Perry. You're gonna get yourself killed over a fight that isn't ours. So then they should just suffer in those mines. Maybe you can stand by and do nothing, but I can't. That's not fair, Perry, and you know it. Sounds like a nasty fight. Should we get involved? Leave it alone. Neither is leaving them to die. We might look at that a little bit more later, but not now. No climbing. Well, now that's just unfair. You realize they wouldn't have put it up if you didn't crack your shoulder. That was one time. The rest were all sprains. What? What is happening? Oh, okay. Failed. Probably not a good idea. I wonder how my son is doing. What was his name again? His name is Simon. Is it? That doesn't sound right. Suppose you'd know best. I have a package for you, Miriam. Miriam, did you hear me? Mrs. Whitlander, do you remember us? Oh, I didn't see you, Alex and Hera, ma'am. Yes, of course. I knew that. Are you here for my pie? It's still cooling in the back, I'm afraid. Or was that yesterday? That sounds delicious, but I'm just here to deliver a package. What a wonderful gift. Oh, my lovely children, always so thoughtful. Yeah, they seem nice. Thank you so much. This made my day. Now, how much do I owe you again? Oh, it's been so long since the last delivery, hasn't it? Oh, the sender already paid. You don't owe me anything. Oh, I see. Well, they better have paid you, well then. They did, Miriam. Don't worry. Eh? Were you talking to me? I'm in the middle of something. Could we talk later? Of course. Have a nice day. That poor woman. Alright, that's everything. Oh, stupid wheel. Excuse me, could you point me to the local mechanic, craftsman guy who fixes things? I would, but there's really nothing like that here. Sorry. Wait, really? So I'm stuck? Louise was right. I should just ponied up the extra gold for a Bronze Angel carriage. This is the last time I buy Elysium. Good luck with the carriage. Thanks. The wall here looks weak. I might be able to break it down strong enough. Sure. Yeah. Got it. Hera, this is wrong. We can just buy the milk. Just one bottle of milk. It's not like Marx is going to miss it. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, get off there. That count is dirty enough without you crawling all over it. Ah, is it gone? Wait, is that the Herald? Is the Herald of Dawn afraid of rats? No, shut up. Dirty little things. Oh, hey Hera, you need anything? What do you need, Hera? How's business? Could be better, could be worse. Hopefully he doesn't notice the big hole in his back wall. Rat problems. Rat problems? Yes and no. The rats have always been here, but they haven't been a problem until now. Always? You mean you live with those rats? How? Why? It's not hard when they keep to their area. Well, they can even be cute sometimes. I refuse to consider anything with fleas cute on principle. Your loss. What do you mean it's only a problem now? They're rats, aren't they? Yeah, but until a couple of days ago, they stayed in the basement. Sure, they're pests, but they keep stink beetles away and didn't do their business on any of the foods, so I let them be. Now they're crawling all over the store. Worse, I think they finally started eating my product. A lot of things going missing down there lately. Sounds like a job for an exterminator. Agreed, but the nearest one is in Kelgorn, and they haven't responded in my letters. Could help you take care of them. Maybe I can deal with them for you. Yeah, sorry, we can't help with it. Wait, what? Really? Don't know if you'll be any better at catching than me, but you're more than welcome to try. Or we could not try. That's also an option, and it involves us not having to touch rats. It's okay, I'll be the only one touching rats. But then I'll be friends with someone who touched a rat, and that's even worse! The general store is infested with way more rats than usual. Marx hasn't had much luck tracking them himself, so I offered to help him. Rat toucher. Of course there isn't a were-rat mafia in Dragon's Hold. That's just stupid. I don't know why I wrote that expose. I was probably high. Public statement from crime author Louise Ventorf being kidnapped by the were-rat mafia 2000. Pet rats are actually cute, though. They are. They only, unfortunately, don't live very long. Damn. Darn, too fast. Darn, too fast. Don't know what to spend that one on. Also, I love that Alex's portrait keeps changing. For whatever reason, there's like a... Alex keeps changing into a cat girl, which, you know what? Based.
Oh yeah, that's some good cheese.
What the...
Huh? Who are you?
Are you wearing a rat costume? This is literally my worst nightmare.
What? No, I mean, screet screet. Rat noises.
Wait, that's the missing food behind you, isn't it? You're pretending to be a rat to steal from the store. That is an approach. What is up with people in this building and rats?
So what? The con's perfect. I'm making so much gold you wouldn't believe it.
How much are you making?
You wouldn't believe it. Of course, now that you know my secret, I can't let you leave.
Whoa, what the Is he dead? Almost, but not quite.
Oh, my bones. My very real rat bones. Rat pain noises.
Wow, you are really committed to this bit. Infestation. We captured the rats. Sort of. What do you need, Hera? How's business? Wait. Huh? Have I managed to softlock myself on this quest? If I come up here... What did you do down there? I had some rat boxes falling and all the rats have gone back into the basement. It turns out there was a thief in a rat costume down there. He was scaring the rats away. I beat him up. He and the rats won't be a problem anymore. Oh, dear gods, you're not joking. Trust me, I wish it was a joke. Here I thought weird stuff like this only happened in Trinity. Thanks a ton, Hera. Now, what can I do for you? Well, I already have the milk. In that case, take this. It's the gold used to buy the bottle. Seems like a fair payment to me. Alright, time to go temple it up. The darkness named the dragon Lowry, but the dragon, already wise, named itself Solaris instead. This displeased the darkness greatly, yet still it embraced its creation. The herald blesses you. Ah, Alexia, you've come. And I see you've brought the Hellspawn with you. The Hellspawn's name is Hera, Patience. I'm aware. Now, to business. You know of the magical grotto west of the memorial, yes? Yeah, you sent me there all the time for herald training. It's almost as boring as your sermons. Your impertinence betrays poor breeding, Harold. No surprise, given your choice of company. Just get to the point, Patience. What do you want? The people have come to me with their troubles. They say a harmful spirit has made its home in the grotto. Worse, the spirit is being brought forth by an orc raider. A raider? Here? I thought the orcs stuck to Rayan. Typically, yes, but invasions of into Krakenberg are not unheard of. Likely this one is a scout, prelude to a larger invasion. So you want me to get rid of the spirit and its orc buddy, then? What I want is irrelevant. This is your duty as the Herald of Dawn. You are responsible for... Yeah, I got tired of that the last 600 times you said it. Let's get out of here, Hera. That's loud. Put your backs into it, maggots. You call that a block, Edwards? Try that in real life and you'll get knocked flat on your ass. And don't think I missed you, Meadows. Are you doing a push-up or performing CPR? Pathetic, the whole lot of you. Alex, good to see you. You brought Hera with you, I see. Yeah, we were just... The hell was that, Crystal? If I have to show you proper technique one more time, I will beat you so bad the hospital will declare you dead on arrival. Recruits, am I right? You girls need something? You know, this is probably the only part of the temple that doesn't recoil at the sight of me. I'm not surprised. We may train in the temple, but the town guard is a separate organization. We protect everyone who lives in this town, regardless of race. I always admired that about you. Thanks, Alex. That means a lot from the Herald. What did I say about moving back? Freaking idiots! This memorial honors the heroes of Warden's Cliff who fought and died in the Great War. Illustitia Kukor Modo. I always wonder what that motto meant. Patience told me about it once. It means justice at any cost, I think. I slept through most of the early common classes. Understandable. Alright. I believe we've been playing for about 30 minutes, and this game is pretty cute. I can definitely tell it's written by the same person as Hustle Quest. Oh, I can actually move around with the mouse. I never noticed that. I'm glad that's just a thing in RPG Maker games now, because it's the same with To the Moon, which is also an RPG Maker game. It's charming, yeah. Got a fun style, and I appreciate that they basically added a bunch of like skill checks everywhere to like let you do fun things, which is it's nice. Reminds me of like immersive sims or whatever, where it's like, oh, you can use your special skills in ways to increase to like get you fun little things. But yeah, that was Devil Rebellion, aka Hustle Quest 2. Pretty cool. I feel like personally I would rather play through Hustle Quest 1 first. Just because Hustle Quest 1 seems like a more like a shorter game, like more focused in like you're just basically getting back the statue. But who knows? Maybe it has important. Maybe the characters return for Hustle Quest 2, because I do know that the weird portrait error, the character was a cat girl, so who knows? Maybe we get to see the return of our beloved Kitty Ronan fan. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and just quickly bring you to the end screen here real quick. Just to remind you of what we're doing this all for. We are looking at all 256 games for Gaza in support of medical aid for Palestinians. You can donate at the pinned link, or if you use the QR code. And so as we move out of November, I don't really know how many days this week I want to go for. Definitely after doing 15 days of this, I am starting to burn out, just because organizing all of this is a lot, for me at least. So that's just kind of how it is. I was talking with somebody and they suggested that like as we move like forward into December, to like do it twice a month and like just look at a couple of the games each month, and that probably makes sense to do that. But for the rest of November, I really don't know how many streams I want to do, because there's a lot to cover, but I don't know how many more things I can like schedule and get off the ground. I'm thinking I at least want to do 2 more days this week, 2, maybe 3. Just really kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off. I know that unfortunately that like I just took another 2 days off, but I just need some time to organize stuff, and I've just not done that. But that hopefully means we'll be back on Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday, or maybe like Saturday or something. But I do want to get through all these games, but the pace at which I'm going to do them is probably going to take a bunch of months to get through them. But thank you all so much for your patience with this. It has been really fun to go through and look at all of them. But it's also just a lot, just because it is quite a lot to cover all these games. But I'm very glad that it's gone so well as it has so far, because I really cannot thank you all enough for your generous donations and all the help with running the games, or even just hanging out and chat and keeping us company. I all really, really appreciate it. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's see who we can grade out to. 156 is a lot of games when you actually start playing them. Super proud of your work in helping raise money and picking out this game. It's been an incredible experience so far. I'm really glad you like it. Thank you so much, peeps. Don't feel bad for need to take it easy. I'll do my best, Biz. I really appreciate it. But yeah, we'll get through all of them eventually, but it's probably going to take us a while. But unless something terrible happens to me, I do want to eventually give them all at least 30 minutes of playtime. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and let's go ahead and send you over to Tossabu, the lovely raccoon VTuber who is currently making some tabletop maps, so that's pretty cool. Nice and fitting for what we were doing today. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will probably see you back here on Wednesday. We'll get some more multiplayer games set up for then. So until then, see you soon. The Map Making Trash Pal. We love the Map Making Trash Pal. They make the good maps, and they get the good trash. There's a raid message for you if you'd like it to use it. Otherwise, feel free to use whatever you like. I'm not picky. Have a great night, and I will see you back here on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.